Number 6. Luoxana Troy. If you ever wondered where Deanna got some of her worst ideas, look no further than Mommy. Now, Majel Barrett is a very good-looking lady, especially for someone of her age. And I've ranked her lower on this list because she can dress nicely on occasion. But for some reason, she seems to prefer ensembles with more sparkles than an entire Vegas show and more makeup than 10 truck stop hookers. Then she has the gall to mock others about their appearance.
Out my ear, please!
Yes, and I know where it hurts the most, you little troll.
Terrible, Captain, to see a woman go downhill like this. Can you imagine that dreadful little creature talking to me like that?
Class act, this lady. I have to give special mention to her collection of bizarre and totally unnecessary wigs. You've got nice hair, and if you want to change, it's the future. I'm sure they've got awesome temporary hair dyes and clippies and things. Do you have to put a triple skin on your head? Luoxana Troy, making her daughter look downright sensible by comparison.
Oh, it's so upsetting to see your grandma trolling.
Number 5. The Klingon boob hole. Okay, I hate this trope to begin with, but of all cultures you had to apply this to, Klingons. Worf makes such a big deal about their women being warriors and equals and not just someone for them to bed. But apparently none of that applies in the fashion world. Now, this is less egregious when we look at Dax because her gown is purely for show. But Lursa and B'Etor are supposed to be in armor. They are at war. They are fighting. And one of my pet peeves is female armor that does not cover the vitals.
I think I'm missing a few pieces here.
Why bother wearing it, damn it? And yes, we do know that Klingons' hearts are in a similar place to humans' hearts. This has been shown to us before, so you can't make that argument. Plus, I would think that this style would be uncomfortable for a woman with any heft to her. And most of the Klingon ladies we've seen are decently endowed. Women warriors who look like they shouldn't be able to jog without smacking themselves in the face. Please, Klingons, if you want to show us cleavage, show it, but don't play peek-a-boob. Number 4. The Manny skirts of early TNG. Okay, these weren't my favorite thing to look at in the original series, but I can understand why they were there. It was the fashion of the day, and it was actually considered liberating for women to be able to dress in a kind of sexy way at work. However, here, there is no excuse. This is the 80s.
Do a lot of coke and vote for Ronald Reagan.
And I'm sorry, but there are few women who can pull off a miniskirt like that, and even fewer men. Plus, the men are not wearing pantyhose under them. So I shudder to think what kind of wardrobe malfunctions happen when someone goes to check a Jeffries tube. I wonder how much extra they had to pay the male actors that had to wear this getup. I don't know that they could pay me enough to stand next to a guy wearing this and not laugh. At least they saw the light and very quickly got rid of these things, although maybe they only saw the light when the men bent over. Ugh. Folks, the best way to have gender equality is to let women be free to dress sensibly, rather than encouraging men to dress absurdly as well. The Manny skirts. Good riddance.
There's no more than what God gave me, you Puritan pukes.
Number 3. Star Trek the Motion Picture. Yes, the entire movie. No one in this movie looks good. Not a single person. You've got Spock's terrible hair in his first scene, and his bizarre poncho and leggings in later scenes. You've got Ilea's awful headdress, and you've got these ugly, dull pajama uniforms. I really don't care for the adult onesie style of Trek uniforms. I think Star Trek uniforms look best when you can see a distinct top and bottom to them. You know, ones like these. Those look good on people of all different builds and sizes. These things look absurd. They are neither martial nor professional. And just look at the lovely color range they come in. White, pale blue, and tan. We went from this to this. Wow. Did the Federation just put everything through the wash too many times. But the crown jewel of this movie of terrible fashion is Bones McCoy. People, behold! Not only does this horribly date the movie, but I cannot imagine that it even looked good then. Bones is not John Travolta. Granted, that's to his credit, but still shouldn't dress like him. The motion picture. Between the slow pace, bad effects, and heinous fashion, it's probably best if you just turn the sound on and the monitor off for this one.
I would say that was a logical assumption, Captain.
Number 2. The Catsuit Patrol. Yep, this one's a three-way tie between Troy, Seven, and T'Pol. Here, we see that adult onesie template for uniforms taken to its furthest, most sexist extreme.
I don't need to see every part of the human anatomy outlined in spandex. I can trust it's all there.
These clothes are just ridiculous. They are not professional. They are not comfortable. Especially not poor Seven in her heels. They can only look good on 1% of the female population, and even then, they don't look good without a lot of undergarment assistance. If you watch the special features on Voyager, you can hear Jerry Ryan talk about all the rigging they had to do to prop her up and pinch her in under this thing. And if Jerry frickin' Ryan needs special undergarments to wear this, it just should not be. And I have to wonder, sure, in terms of the show, these people have all kinds of wardrobe folks to help them out, but in universe, how do these characters don these clothes? With Crisco? Are they beamed on?
I have to get my pants annealed first.
Modern Trek loves these type of garments, but I'll be damned if I know why.
Then you need to have your eyes examined.
Yeah, I thought as much. I think that all three of them look much more attractive and much more competent in proper gear. What do you think, Matt? See? He agrees with me. The catsuits. Way to be progressive, Trek writers. Good job!
Bad kitties.
And the number 1 Trek fashion faux pas is Neelix. Yeah, I do not hate Neelix as a character, but I do hate him as a model. Oh, everything about Neelix's wardrobe is wrong. His clothing is awful. His hair is awful. And it's always bad. Every single outfit, every single episode. He always chooses these garish colors, weird cuts, odd fits. And I can't even explain this away as being a cultural aesthetic unique to Talaxians. Because every time we see other Talaxians, they look a hell of a lot better than he does. I cut the Ferengi slack, because they all kind of dress in this weird, garish way, and it seems like that's just how they are. That's what their culture finds attractive. Okay, Neelix is just Neelix. He doesn't dress this way out of necessity, because he has the opportunity to replicate and replace his clothes with whatever he likes from Voyager, but he chooses this. And he doesn't dress this way to be functional. I mean, look at this. He walks around shoeless, and his chef gear just slays me. His hat does not cover his hair. Great food safety there.
I heard that.
You know, there's a reason chefs and other kitchen staff traditionally wear white, so you know when it needs a wash. Again, this says a lot about the condition of Neelix's kitchen, as well as the condition of his fashion sense. Neelix, Neelix, Neelix. I don't hate you. I just hate looking at you.
Well, thanks for the pep talk.
So those are my picks for the 10 worst Trek fashion crimes ever. Now, there are plenty more to choose from, so don't feel bad if your picks weren't mentioned. Here's a quick list of a few of my runner-ups that didn't quite make it into the top 10.
I'm too fabulous. I'm so fierce that it's in nuts. I live to be my dolphin. Dress me. I'm your man. Dior, Vivienne, habillez-moi. Gucci, Fendi et Prada. Valentino, Armani, tour. Merde, I love them, Jimmy.
So there you have it, folks. Call them what you will, but as for me, I'm calling them POS fashion. Trek might show us an optimistic future, but to me, the future looks pretty bad.
YouTube gave this a ban, so Matt and I hatched a plan. The end credits we would edit just because we can. Instead, here's a new song,
Toys for Boys,
so the credits go on.
by Borschaska.
It's public domain, you can't complain, you can't be happy with that. What's the deal with saying we steal? It's fair use, we'll give them their dues. If it's so bad, you block our reviews. Why link up with iTunes?
You make your money there.
So if you're hearing this song, YouTube claimed we done wrong. The song title is still vital, right near the end. You'll see what could have been.
It was fun.
If we just talk like friends.
For no one.
Instead of discussion, you went for expulsion. That's why this tune has gone on. What more can I say? YouTube gets their way. The old music, we won't use it. Copyright wins. They prevent their loss. We repost POS TOS. No copywriting means no more fighting. I hope you enjoyed what was banned.